Okay. There's a list of prohibited donors, no? Prohibited contributors pala, that's exact. And if you receive a contribution from these prohibited donors, it's not only a ground for disqualification, it's also a criminal offense. No? Like, ano yung examples yan? Mostly, these are subjects of government regulation. So like we're looking at what, those who receive franchises from the government, concession contracts, diba? Suppliers, diba? Looking at yung mga, those in the civil service, foreigners, okay? Sabi ko, tatlong classes yan, no? Those subject of government regulation. Bakit? Kasi daw, ang lalabas dyan is that these people, when they become contributors, ibig sabihin, parang ano binibili nila yung politician. Diba? I-invest ako dito para yung regulation, gusto ko itong kontrata sa pagdating sa itong administrasyon, makukuha ko.
It's an investment.
It's an investment, diba? Kaya, ang pangit niya na islang pwede, no? Ang second is, tingnan mo, ang rule is that government employees should be non-partisan. Diba? So the moment you allow them to become contributors, di parang you're allowing them to be partisan. No? Ngayon, ang makikita mo, yung those rich, yung mga malalaki, mukhang silang mas subject for government regulation. Diba? Or sila mas may kailangan sa government to get this contract. Ano? Kaya ganun yung, parang naging symbiotic relationship between both of them. No? As compared to, really, if you're asking for, like every, let's say, I get a constituency who donates 100 pesos, parang piso para sa Pasig, parang ganun. Wala kang ganung groundswell na mass support. Diba? It's more on really the big. And doon mo makita, no? Kasi matitrace mo yan eh. Makita mo, ito yung mga contributors ng mga nananalong politicians. Tapos tingnan mo yung sa administration na to, kumusta yung business nila? Mas kumanda ba? Mas dumami ba kontrata nila? Isang issue din is also political maturity ng the voters, no? Na whether they're ready. But ang sa akin kasi, if you are able to raise contributions in a way that you don't really identify sino yung contributor mo, mas walang utang na loob on the part of the candidate, di ba? When he's discharging his functions. Unlike, like sa akin, yung when I was looking at some, say, for yung previous year, not for these elections. Tapos mabigla ako, kasi I used to be practicing in the law office. Makita ko mga dating kliyente. Na alam kong kuripo talaga to, na grabe magtawad to ng legal fees, pero magkaya magbigay ng mga 5 million. Bakit? Diba? Mga ganun, yun. Kaya sabi ko, parang kaya ba na magbigay? Kahit kailan, di ko naman narinig to naging patriotic or diba? So there's really something else.
Investment.
Investment.
Sir?
Actually, ang nakalagay, sa Omnibus Election Code is holder of a utility or concession, gano'n. So ang titingnan mo talaga, based on that franchise, sino na award? Was it, let's say, if you say TV network, was it Henny Lopez or was it ABS-CBN? Diba? Sa akin, we have called corporate fiction, diba? And we don't want to go to a situation na parang we file cases as we just lose. Gusto namin na malinaw. But we know that ito, parang isang loophole to na kaya nilang i-plug. Like what if MVP? Ang daming public utilities na involved siya, pero mamimigay siya. Kasi kung tingnan mo, wala naman. Nasa Metro Pacific, nasa diba? Now, in fact, when we were discussing the campaign finance bill, ang gusto kong pinapa-insert nasa prohibited contributors is pati, it's not only controlling shareholders, pati officers ng corporation. Diba?
For example,
Directors or president, vice president, yung mga corporate officers, dapat kasama sila sa mga prohibited, kasi parang nakakalusot eh. I mean, sa akin, that's really kasi ang sa akin. You can say that, but ang penalty kasi niyan criminal case eh. And you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. Diba? So the moment meron kang imperfection something yan, lulusot yan sila. So parang it becomes an exercise in futility. If you go after them, tapos makakalusot lang din. Parang So we rather, ang nakita namin yung remedy is really an amendment of the law. Exceeding contributions or receiving from prohibited contributors. election offense yan. Okay, within COMELEC jurisdiction yan. But that not telling the truth under oath, that's perjury, DOJ yan. So pwede kang mag-commit ng dalawang opensa sa isang dokumento. Di ba? Pwede ka nag-perjury, hindi mo nagsabi ng totoo. At the same time, nag-exceed ka naman. Di ba? So yun nga, ang balak namin is to really, anong pwede namin ma-exercise within our jurisdiction, we will do that. But the moment hindi, we will endorse that to the DOJ. Investigahan yung both parties. Let's hear all their sides. Then we proceed from there. No? But definitely, kung let's say, lalo if it's a ground for criminal case na you're receiving from there has to be a preliminary investigation. So that's the opportunity for sa mga affected to present your sides.